Hello and welcome to a random match I'm deciding to spectate. This is amoffett11 versus Forest. It's in the C division of the league, and yeah. Okay, what's going on here? This board, there's wall. That's a pretty key card here. There's trashing with the trader and the trade route, and probably most importantly the forge, although there's no draw to make the forge good. So it looks like they've mostly been getting a lot of money. They open silver trader and silver fortune teller. The trader is nice for getting thin, but let's see. This does not really seem like a fun game. I'm thinking you want to build up with like artificers and candlestick makers until you get forge, and then trash with forge, because I hate trader trashing. Okay, so he even doesn't trash with trader, he trashes the silvers. Maybe the silvers are hoping to get forge. Meanwhile, amoffett has this royal seal, which isn't really doing a lot much. Forest is getting more money. Yeah. Skip a lot of cards, top deck to a state. That's pretty bad. Ooh, okay, so amoffett is gonna get the forge here, I think. And that will be key. Unfortunately, he'll also shuffle. Hi, Johns. We got some people listening. If anyone wants to spectate with me, feel free to. Unmute yourself and all that. But let's see. Ooh, more trader trashing estates. I mean, yeah. Okay, so amoffett got the forge, and he's also going to get a gold and top deck it. So yeah, this does seem like amoffett's game to lose. That's a gigantic amount of money for Forest, but it's not going to do him any good. And he gets his forge. Amoffett could just top deck an artificer. I mean, what is he going to buy for 5? He could get candlestick maker. Gets a guide. Okay. I mean, guide still hurts your wall. Yeah, it's an ugly board. But yeah, I feel like after you've got your forge, you're mostly just trying to get artificers and not bloat your deck any more than you have to. Guides will help you find your forge, I guess. That's fair. So maybe guides are the way to go. So he guides the hand. He draws an $8 hand, and the forge is on top. Bottom decked and all. Gets a second forge, but doesn't top deck it smartly because he knows he has another one coming up. Yeah, but it's a way to score. Forges into a guide. Okay, so second forge might have been excessive, and you won't be able to trash forge with forge. Okay, so Forest does a meager little single copper trash with forge. That's like weaker than trade route would have been, because the trade route is just getting, yeah, so here you get colonies. Sorry, 4 provinces. And he spun through 3 guides, so he can go find his forge. That's fun. I think I wouldn't play this turn knowing he has a forge coming up. Play the artificer. Yeah, forge all that away. Yeah, you just get a trader, it's okay. Okay, so Forest is trying to find his forge. He fails to, and shuffles a lot of cards. And he gets second forge. Yeah, so I'm forging the gold and estate here. If I'm amoffett, he could also do that. I'm less excited about that. So amoffett seems like he's looking for forges. I mean, his deck is getting pretty good. Yeah, I saw that too. Unfortunately, yeah. So he's got like the golds, but now there's really nothing to pair with the golds to forge in the province. He's got 2 guides. Hi, Johns. You've got a good sense of humor. Meanwhile, Forrest isn't doing much of anything. This is fine. Just province here. I'm a fan. Okay, so the guide and the royal seal make a province. That's nice. You really don't need that many guides anymore, so just do that here. You can even buy another guide. No, no, get the province. Ah, he had a chance. And now what is he even going to do with this hand? Well, I mean, you could get a duchy, I guess. Amoffett's going to win. I mean, I probably get, like, now just duchy and trade route. Trade route's not so bad. Yeah, no, what are you doing with these golds? They're not doing you any good. You can even forge this artificer. That's fine. Yeah. Anyway. I think a trade route is a positive thing here. Especially with the kind of money he has. Okay, what kind of trashing does Forrest have? He gets the duchy. Oh, he can even trade it into a silver. That's lovely. No, it's not. You can even buy. No, you don't want silvers. That's why the trader wasn't really worth it. The gold can stay. I don't know. It's just not going to have an option. He did it. And didn't even buy anything. Okay, so Forge Cycling Province is the clear thing to do in this hand, because you can't get another... well, okay, you guide first. Well, maybe you call a guide, because this is... You'd love to end it here. That doesn't end it here either. That buys province. Well, I don't know. Now he has a province in hand, so this is just over. And that's it. Okay, so why are you? You could, I guess, you can do that. I mean, yeah, just win. Okay. All right. So amoffett11 wins the first game. Pretty quick game. Not a lot to be doing. No engine. Just get money and then forge your entire deck to nothing. Basically. Yeah. So Forrest ended up with extra cards. And part of that was just his trader early on, which got him 20 silvers.
All right, I'm going to join you here, Sam.
Hi, volfied.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, and it looks like Seprix is, I don't know, he's decided he should pass in favor of Brian. So it's just us. Are you recording this?
Oh, he's playing Brian tonight, but they didn't put it on the calendar.
Okay.
Oh, unless it's like really late and I'm not even seeing it. Might be one of those like midnight Eastern games. Nope, it's not.
So are you recording this, or do you just do this for practice, kind of?
I mean, I'm recording this. I might not like publish it or anything.
Okay.
We'll see. I'll at least send it to them. It's fun. The chat sometimes, it's hard to tell exactly what it corresponds to.
Right.
The video's a little nicer for that. Okay, we got governor here, and we've got lurker, but I don't know. So looks like they each have the 3-6 split, and there's no real good way to trash. John's thinks lurker should be a good thing. I think here. I mean, there's good like actions
to gain governors, principally, or I mean, maybe a few things for
I mean, so it could work.
for us.
Yeah, BOM to get an even number. So double tack here. What is double tack doing? It's just like expanding things. Oh, it's governing, of course. All that usual.
Yeah, I was wondering if tactician would play into this. Seems like it ought to.
Well, I think you still open like silver. At least they both have the same like 6 with the pouch kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, you want to build up to governors, and the silvers do that well. It'd be nice to get an expand. I mean, generally speaking, my rule with governor is if you can get anything that would help you with that would replace any of the governor actions, that's good. Expand replaces the remodeling thing, and doesn't let your opponent trash, which is nice.
Okay.
Like any extra draw, of course, is amazing. Let's see, what did amoffett get? Amoffett got a tracker. Forrest got a puka. I don't believe in the puka.
I haven't had much luck with puka. I'm still getting used to that one.
I'm generally speaking, I think you should get puka if you can get that reliable village at the start of turn, or if you're just going like straight money or something. It's a smithy, but it just also trashes a copper, ideally.
Sure, which is beneficial in the right context.
Yeah, but in the early game, it's actually a little bit less beneficial because like your coppers are better than your estates and your cursed gold and all that. Expand can trash like forum, and then you can lurker it back. I mean, yeah, but what's your draw here? It's got to be the governor, right? Or tactician, yeah.
Do you see anyone trying to expand or governor their cursed gold, or do they hold on to it?
I mean, what you hope to do is you hope that your opponent plays governor for trash when you have cursed gold in hand, and the governor pile is not gone. You would even pick up a forum on that though too. So, that's like the goal, but let's see.
Yeah, you're assuming a lot.
Only Forrest has played a governor. I don't really like the lurkers. I mean, maybe. So the band is not all that great as lurker either, because like you're getting a 5. There's a lot of good 5s you want here, governors and forums, and the down. If you don't want it, you play it as a duchess or a tracker, which is not that great.
So I think I must have missed something. What's the even number trickery?
Oh, right, because if you just trash one thing with lurker, you don't get it. But if you trash 2 things, or if you play 2 lurkers, you trash one and then you pick it up. That's what you want to be doing with lurkers generally. You want to get 2 of them in your hand, or 2 of them played in your turn.
Okay.
And yeah, so then if you don't want to really just play 1 lurker, I mean, you could do things like trash duchess just for fun, Oh, he just drew this lurker dead anyway, so that he didn't get the chance to play it.
Right.
But
what's the philosophy generally if you do have a a single lurker in hand, do you try to trash something that might be useful but that your opponent might not think so much of, or just forget about it?
Yeah, so the it's rare. I mean, the ultimate goal would be to trash something that's like useful to you, but it's definitely not useful to your opponent. So in this case, that might actually be like Puka. I mean, I don't think Puka's useful to either of them. So amoffett could like trash a Puka because like Forest definitely doesn't want a second one. But
Nick seems to think single lurkers are useful for entertainment value.
yes, entertainment value. That's about it. And you know, trashing like the useless actions like Duchess. But yeah, I think in this case, since you want to be doing the get the double lurker hands, like they both have double lurker, which means that gains a governor or an expand. You know, again, expand does what governor does, and pretty nicely early on for expanding estates into governors.
Right.
But
and the governor is less flexible, right? Because it's exactly, yeah, and expand is up to, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think at this point he's getting the expand in order to expand estates into governors. I think that's the mindset here. So they're both getting expanded, and I think that makes sense. Personally, I wouldn't have bothered with the lurkers. It's just you don't have the draw, and I think I would just get straight up money and governors and ignore everything else. Maybe a tactician and then expand, of course. I love getting expand, but the lurkers, like, there's just so much junk in your deck. Like, pairing up your lurkers is like really hard. That's my take.
So the general governor strategy is you always want to have a bunch of golds in your deck with governor, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the general governor strategy is you can use it to draw a bunch, you can use it to gain some golds, and then you can use it to turn those golds into provinces. That's the general gist. So here, Forrest just has so many cards that don't like help him along that trajectory that he plays governor for draw and then doesn't do anything, and that lets amoffett get 2 lurkers. Yeah, I am also lurker here. I don't even think you want the 1. I think you might want like a band of misfits, because then the band of misfits can be, you know, a tracker's not okay. It's not horrible. Like a single band can like steal the lurkers, if that's what you need to do. It's not amazing uncontested. So get 1 band, and then yeah. So 1 is defense seems somewhat reasonable, but like the band can be that defense. Like it's that flexible, yeah, unless your opponent like piles lurkers. So yeah, I think in this situation I would have opened with them just double silver, and then just like buy forum and then governor, and or you know, band of misfits maybe for first 5 if my opponent's going heavy lurker. But yeah, that's my take. I don't really mind if they pick him and expand. They've also junked their deck with these 2 lurkers, and if I'm able to compete with that.
What's the split on governors thus far?
The split on governors thus far, that's a good question. Let's see, amoffett just got 2 on his turn. Forest also just got 2.
They're going fast.
Yeah. Okay, so that's at least 3 for... Let's see, let's search for gains as governor.
But no one's got any golds yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, governors gain the golds. Like, you pile your deck full of governors. Okay.
I mean, this seems like... Is this something you'd call a slow strategy generally? Only it's the best option here.
Everything is slow with cursed gold. I mean, it just clogs the deck, either itself or, you know, if you never play it, or the curses you get just clog the deck. The problem is this governor is pretty unsupported.
Yeah.
The expand, of course, as I said, takes one of those roles and also can nicely get governors. Forums, yeah.
not going all in for Fora here.
Okay, so here I would expand estate to governor, lurker gain governor as so lurker gain governor first, and then expand estate to governor as amoffett. So he will win this the governor split 6-4, and he also doesn't have this puka, which I guess is trashed some coppers. How many coppers is it trashed? 3. So like that's good, but losing governor split is pretty bad. And he's also played his cursed gold like a few times. Yeah, lurkers are gone. Yeah, so this game, I mean, the way it's playing, it might just end on piles. I would expand the puka now. He's not doing you any good. And I would probably gain gold and buy a forum. You could also lower piles because the forest would have the point lead that way.
So you figure Forum has to be the third pile, right? Or no, curses. I always forget about curses.
Curses are an option, but I think I'm pretty happy with this turn as forest. If I just gain gold here. Lurker, trash, lurker. No, he's getting forum. I don't know about that. Like, the puka's not doing you anything. Oh, he's still going to expand it, but yeah, I guess gaining forum is better than gaining gold. No, that's just worse. What am I saying? I guess that's the silver you give your opponent that's the difference. So
he didn't. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want the silver. He wants lurker. Oh, what did amoffett got to trash a copper? So see, that's the other problem there. I would just gain the gold. I would just gain the gold, bought the forum. That seems almost strictly better. You give him a silver versus letting him trash a copper, and you get a gold instead of a silver. So that's almost clearly better.
And he lurks and expand. Okay.
Okay, so amoffett's getting a quite nice turn. I think this would be a good time to ditch the cursed gold. Yep, he does it. It does let forest trash the curse, which is pretty sweet, or a cursed gold. That's a, yeah, he gets the forum.
Yeah.
That's a nice top deck. I will leave all those there if I'm amoffett. Unfortunately, these 2 governors are out of the shuffle, but he's got 6 in all. So okay, so he doesn't buy anything, and now Forest is looking to run the pile. Unfortunately, he can only trash 1 forum this turn. No, he gained the puka back. I don't get that at all. This is expand fodder. Yeah, but don't you need to just run piles?
I mean, he probably shouldn't be very confident in his lead.
Yeah, that's true, especially because your governor can just trash to province easily.
And he's there.
Expand, we'll get that too.
And there it is.
Okay, I mean, looking at his hand, he's got a very nice draw coming up. He can find his lurkers. Meanwhile, amoffett, I mean, he's only going to play one of these expands. Probably expand. No, he doesn't. He expands curse. I don't really like that. What's amoffett going to be getting? Another expand? So he's got 3 expands. That's a lot of expands. Alright, so I think Forest, should just go for it. And that starts with the governor draw. Oh, I guess forum.
Lurkers that Johns was talking about.
Well, I think he doesn't see his pile options. Trash forum, and then, like, yeah, this...
He's thinking about it, certainly.
Maybe he just realized the... No, yeah, he doesn't realize piles.
Expand again.
Yeah, so this is like an easy pileup. Yeah, it's almost in hand. I mean, he has to discard, to be clear. But if he discards... I mean, this is why I would just rather have drawn with Governor rather than discarding. Yeah, it would be a win. He could trash all the forms. Governor, expand to forum, expand Governor to province. Yeah. Yep. Well, he has to discard here. So, I mean, he could have just not played. He could play Governor instead of forum and expand the forum. Yeah.
So what's more likely, that he doesn't realize that he even could pile out for him, or that he doesn't think that he could get any points necessary to take the lead?
I mean, he has expand. If he has expand with like a forum in hand, then it's a very easy just trash to get province kind of thing. But I think he just doesn't see it, because that's why he's like playing for the standard Governor thing here, getting golds and expand. I mean, you don't need that many expands. I guess he has expand envy after amoffett got so many expands. And now he's just trashing a lurker. Well, he really doesn't see this. Okay, so now what can amoffett do about this? Amoffett has 3 lurkers. I can't quite see what else. He has a Governor. I don't think he has the draw yet. I think he needs to play another Governor for draw first. Yeah, okay, now I think he has it. So he can expand forum to province. He can trash 3 lurkers. No, don't.
The forum.
Okay, discard the province and the curse, I think. Very likely. Hey, I mean, other people were mentioning it too. I agree that if he didn't see the lurker pile out, that he shouldn't, he wasn't trying to play for it.
Right, and I was asking for explanations about why he may or may not be seeing it. I'm just trying to figure this all out myself. It's all a blur.
Okay, so this is a pretty easy win, I think. I guess you have to watch out for... There's nothing that costs 4, so there's no duchy gains. There are expands, and you can be slightly afraid if you're going to use Governor trashing that the opponent can expand into province. We of course see that he doesn't have it. Now he has 4 lurkers in hand, so he sees it now. Yeah, so he can just like expand the Governor or the other expand into province and then buy the last form. Yeah, that's easy. All right. Or he just run. He had 5 lurkers in hand. I couldn't see. Yeah, expand into province. GG. Yeah. So seeing the pileouts. Oh, he didn't even buy a province. Wow.
Does this weird card overlap problem only occur if you're spectating?
Well, you can only see the second player's hands if you're spectating. So
does it only happen to the second player?
Yeah, it only happens at the top.
Yeah, you're right.
So that doesn't matter.
Huh.
Yeah, the upside down cards. It's some kind of realisticness, that they're playing the other way. Yeah, so Forrest now realizes that.
Yeah.
Should have drawn before playing lurker. I mean, he could have trashed with the lurker, trying to go for it. But yeah, we agreed. Draw with the Governor, even not the forums. Yeah. So he figured it out. I think he just didn't see the piles. And yeah, piles go fast in lurker games. So that game, yeah, the Governor expand thing, expand costing 7 is a tricky thing. There was nothing that cost 4. All right, what do you see this game? I see.
Dismantle, Seprix's favorite open.
Cursed Village and Count go well together.
Oh yeah, certainly.
I do like this mantle. because getting gold is good, and then gaining the 5s is good later. So I think I would go for a dismantle open. I could see remake. Okay, remake is probably best. Yeah, never mind. Remake, I didn't see it. Remake is a clear first 4. I'm slightly afraid of war if I get the Cursed Village. He got Plague. Okay, so that doesn't hurt him really that much. Especially because he can remake it.
So remake to silver, remake to gladiator.
I
Doesn't seem like people are big gladiator fans.
I like the gladiator in a Cursed Village deck. I just don't know if you want it yet. Yeah, he wants it yet. Okay. Do I also want a tracker here or a seller? A seller's okay. Yeah. So yeah, Cursed Village, like Cursed Village loves these like terminal payload, like gladiator. I think a seller is better than nothing. You'd rather cycle your things. Show something that you realize he doesn't have in hand. Ah, he guessed wrong. Well, that's always fun to see. Yeah, sellers are definitely defensible here. And I think 1 gladiator is enough. And it's a little late for dismantle, I guess, but you have 1 more estate. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you first have to play it on something. It could be your seller. It could be your remake. Second remake is, I think that's defensible. Yeah, like remake works great in the Cursed Village deck because it lowers your hand size by quite a bit, and if you're remaking things upwards, that's good. Of course, first you'll just be using it as trashing. Okay, what's Forrest doing? He's getting more silvers. He doesn't have a Cursed Village yet, but he probably will soon. And 2 more curses remade. That's good. This should be Copper's remade. Amoffett should be able to get a Cursed Village here. Yeah, he can reveal Curse. That's safe. Yeah, it's definitely safe. No Curse top decking. Wow, they're playing fast. Losing a silver is I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that at this point. So
there's certainly plenty of opportunities to get them back.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, it's not a beneficial war. It's not like as good as like trashing your first gold when you don't want to be playing your first gold, but it's definitely mild, very mild. So I think I want to be remaking the second remake. Well, we'll see what he draws for the Cursed Village, but I think I want to be gaining 5s. If he draws like a ton of crap, he can just remake all of it, and then that's gonna make him quite clean. Oh, remake! Not only does Amoffett have 1, he has 2. Keep expecting. So Forrest needs Cursed Village. Did he get 1? He got 1, right? He had the. I think he still needs a second. That's really what they're going for here. Delusion. Ooh. Well, if he can trash, that might be okay.
I could be missing it, but I don't see that Forrest has a Cursed Village.
It's in his hand now.
Oh yeah, good point.
Okay, so now. Oh, the reason Amoffett is diluted? No. Yeah, diluted does suck, especially with this hand. I mean, if he draws his remake, he can do interesting things with it. So there's the awesome remake. Cursed Village then draws 4 cards. Seller cycles around. Play the Gladiator and then play Cursed Village and like draw up. That's totally reasonable.
Sounds right. Now, is there any circumstance in which you take a good long that you consider not buying Cursed Village because of the hex, or is it just like that's the cost of buying Cursed Village and you always want it?
I mean, in this game, this deck, you always want it, I think. He gets another Cursed Village, and I think a remake is reasonable. Oh, a tracker. Tracker's also fine. Oh, yeah, the Stonemason overpay. Yeah, Stonemason. I think he's at a pretty good place. Okay, yeah. So Forest is diluted, and that sucks. So gold, yeah. But yeah, stonemason. The count is great for Cursed Village. Count is like he discards, he gains duchies. There's a lot he does. Reveal curse. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So amoffett is a little Cursed Village out. Look at that. You know, that's the problem here. Oh, the tracker found his cellar. That's nice. He's got another Cursed Village in there, so he can just discard 3. He's got a remake in there too, though, so he can think about what he wants to discard. So there's a Royal Seal, buy from Forest over gold. I do think that's strange, but I think it's okay. It's like one less and not terminal tracker, as Lemon Spawn says. For me, if amoffett, this would be a Cursed Village. Envious, that doesn't hurt him much. And a count. I really want the count now. Yes. And sure, why not top deck it? I mean, you know, at 10, it's kind of okay. I bet I think he probably doesn't see it. Count is great payload in a CV deck. You can even, like, discard things you don't want. So I think he'll clearly be getting the fortune. That is amoffett. I don't know if. Okay, so
I guess if that's your only plus buy.
Forest can possibly get to it, and he does. Will he not be able to trash though? He can trash. He can trash, and he can get the fortune. There's the pouch. The pouch is the other plus buy, but the fortune is going to is going to still be great here.
Right.
Forest skiff, yes. Well, for amoffett. No, he's getting stonemason Cursed Village, which hit nothing, and miserable. I could see that he was behind on the Cursed Villages. Yeah. So here the count or the gladiator, probably just the count first and discard things. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah, it's not hurting for gains, only not as many ways to gain extra provinces, just the pouch and the fortune, right?
Yeah, I don't understand discarding the gladiator. I agree. I would discard the other stuff. Even a Cursed Village is okay. I mean, I think he's going to draw his deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I guess you could do some dismantling or something.
I don't know. I like provinces, Lemon Spawn. I mean, maybe not early. He's probably not even listening.
Okay.
No, he is.
Envious, I think this is just a fortune. I'm like happy with my one number of Cursed Villages here. Gained ironworks, trash the silver and copper. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. This is a manageable amount of treasure in his deck. Don't want to top deck the fortune anyway, so. Well, this is the cellar. This is the benefit of the cellar here. I think I'd probably keep the count. But, yeah, I'm hoping to hit my Cursed Villages. Gladiator, stonemason, that's clear. Cursed Village. The stonemason can do some interesting things. But only once you get, like, a gold. So, I probably just trash. Ooh, I don't know. None of these are really that great to trash. The estate, I mean, at least you have the remake, so you can get rid of those. It gets rid of the Royal Seal. That's understandable. But if it was a gold, yeah, that's true. A gold would have been a lot better in this context now. So he's getting the ironworks and the dismantle. That's interesting. Okay, so you clearly remake
He wants
here.
those golds now.
Yeah, it's fun. Discarding the remake, I don't like, because you want to play the remake, and then you can draw more with Cursed Village. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I mean, again, it's the same kind of trashing. Okay, he ditches the count. He did draw to a Cursed Village. That's nice. Let's see. Yep, gold is safe. I'd probably play one Cursed Village here. And then I sell her, like, all the money. What other... He's got a tracker in there, so he could play a tracker after celery. Yeah. Will-o-wisp.
Seem to be on the same wavelength.
Yeah. This is where the Cursed Villages start to choke on the treasure. And, okay, he's got the count. Yeah. Okay, so now you ditch the silver and the copper, and Ironworks isn't bad. Gives you some flexibility. Dismantle is also not bad. Yeah, I think Dismantle is quite reasonable.
Okay.
All right, 20 money, pays off debt, 16. You get the last Cursed Village, that's pretty clear. Fear doesn't matter. I like more counts, actually. Like, they're great for discarding your provinces. They can get you duchies. Maybe not two of them, but... Sellers are reasonable. It saves you in certain circumstances. You can, yes. Stonemason the Fortune. Play with Stonemason just for the Fortune trash option. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, again, like, your Fortune is probably going to gain you quite a bit. Maybe not 2 provinces, but...
So what's the end game here?
End game is like a bunch of provinces and duchies. I say duchies because of count. The duchy gaining is real nice there, but the money is also nice when you're going to double it. So,
is the philosophy with fortunes generally that if you're doing things right, you only want one of them?
Not always, but
I mean, unless you just need it for the extra buy.
It's if you really need the extra buy and you have tons and tons of money to just blow 16 on an extra buy, like, that extra buy can give you some control, because, like, if there's 3 provinces left and you have 3 buys and your opponent has 2, you can pile and he can't, you know. It's also like, then if you have 4 provinces left, he can't take 1, and, you know, so there's like a lot of end gaming that you can do. Seller remake, I'm not a fan. This is where I discard the money and get the 3. Okay, so then yes, here, play the gladiator, reveal. We could dismantle the gladiator, I guess. I don't really want 3 sellers, so... Oh, a stonemason. Now he sees the stonemason fortune thing, it looks like. So I probably just play this wisp.
So explain the stonemason fortune thing to me.
Well, so stonemason gives you 2 things that cost less, and province costs less than fortune.
Oh, I thought that they just ignored any debt cost or I thought it was treated like potions and those sorts of things.
Well, no, it's still less, right? 8 money plus 8 debt is greater than 8. It's just greater in a different axis, you know, axis. It's treated like potions. Yeah, it is like potions. Like, you can dismantle, or no, you can whatever. You can stonemason an alchemist into 2 silvers if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cost. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not really inspired by, like, there's still too much treasure in this deck, I think. But I could be wrong. Like, also a lot of sellers. Okay, he's getting rid of the gold. I like that. Although, does he have a CV in deck? He has 6, right? So I don't know about top decking it. Oh, he's got a gold on deck. Yeah, I wouldn't either. That's a good point. I'm guessing he's going to pick up another seller because that's what he's been doing all game. Like, I think you can get away with no sellers here. It is nice if you... Oh, he has the River's Gift. That's good. Okay, you don't get away with no sellers, but you have at least... Like, at most one, I think. Because the Count can discard your provinces once you green. Anyway, it looks like amoffett is playing this not optimally, but pretty good. That's a nice little tracker there. Unfortunately, he can't play both the remake and the Count before drawing up again. Yeah, he can do that, though. I know what Ironworks are Ironworks. That's a lot of... They're disappearing, so I guess they're, like, meaningless. But, I mean, if you don't draw a Curse Village because of it, you curse. Alright, remake Estate and remake? Probably? Oh, the seal. Yeah, that's reasonable. But the remake, you're running out of things to remake. Oh, he's greening now. Huh. I don't know about that. It is annoying that you can only remake estates into silvers. Oh, another cool thing is you can dismantle a fortune into a province in the gold. So this is the end of his Cursed Villages, so that's a bad top deck, I think. Yes, of course. Remaking... No, dismantling is strictly worse than masoning it, for sure. I'm just citing, like, fun facts for fun. Alright, this is a great hand for amoffett. He can Cursed Village, he can count, discard. I mean, I might even top deck the first and then discard after this. So now you just count, discard for the money. I mean, he wanted to discard the other thing. What was the other thing? A remake?
A remake, yeah.
Yeah, play it first, actually. That's a good point. And you find a better thing to discard. Alright, so Count's doing its job. He's got 4 of them. Wow. I mean, that's what I recommended. Lots of Cursed Villages and Counts. So, hopefully he doesn't set himself up for a bad top deck here. I would, yeah, I don't know. I would have played the Wisp. I really don't like... Well, he has the buys. So this is triple. Didn't find the Mason. Yeah, for the fortune thing. This is fine. He just triples. He could have guaranteed it. I mean, yeah, why? I don't understand why he doesn't play the Wisp.
I've got to treat this match as research because I've got to play a Moffat on Wednesday.
Well, he's up 3-0, so at least that's evidence.
I don't think highly of my chances.
Is he the second seed? Is that it?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
My goal is to take 1 game off of him.
That's a fun little goal. Yeah.
We'll see.
It's what's the you said soccer?
Sacrifice Defiled Shrine.
Yeah, so I feel like at the top level, a lot of people say ignore Defiled Shrine. I think that's not true. I think you look for if there's going to be a possible quick pile out, and you can just sort of catch your opponents with his pants down. Get lots of points on the Defiled Shrine, and then just pile out and or like keep him from building anymore. Oh boy, Lurker Catacombs. Yeah, that gains, and there's good things to gain. Yeah, Anders is right. And now they don't go Lurker. That's sad.
Wow.
Well, at least Forrest doesn't. Oh, there's another. Well, Vicina records. Yeah, Baron Lurker is reasonable. I mean, if you see the Catacombs thing, then you go Lurkers here. Like, that's just great. You know, 2 Lurker plays and you get a Plaza and the Catacombs. So, buys the Settlers. Okay, they don't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Well, oh well. Okay, let's see what the courtier types are. Nothing. Courtier is useless here. I mean, it gains gold, but that's about it. Buys the Catacombs. It is a very sad courtier board. Buys the Catacombs. Yeah, okay, let's just ignore Lurker now. I mean,
They're traumatized from the last Lurker game still.
Yeah, they are. But there's... Yeah, you can draw a ton. The courtier at least is like Ruin Market or something. I mean, 2 Barons, you can pile up coin tokens with Plaza too. Like, there's a lot to be done here. No trashing. I don't mind no trashing when you're going to just draw it all with City Quarter. Baron also means you have the plus buy, so you can get the fountain points someday. Yeah, So, City Quarter here. Well. Like, you kind of build as much as your opponent lets you. If he starts provincing...
Lurker can't gain City Quarters, right?
Yeah. It's not an amazing engine, but the... Yeah, so double Lurker, you can just gain City Quarter, or you can gain Plaza Catacombs. And, I mean, City Quarters obviously are nice later, but... yeah.
So I guess in their heads, no trashing means I must get Settlers, huh?
No, I think they were just picking it up on 3 or whatever. Which is reasonable. Like, you're going to have a lot of coppers. That's not bad. I do wish they would get the Lurkers. Oh, hey, amoffett picked up a Lurker. Maybe he realizes it. That would be a nice little discovery to make. See, here,
14 on turn 8. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it is a nice engine. I would probably get, like, City Quarter. Like, you're going to have enough draw. Yeah, he gets it.
Those Catacombs are going to be gone before anybody lurks them.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Here's a Lurker. And he realized it, finally. It's kind of funny, these transitions into, oh, I can Lurker for things.
Oh, crap.
Like, so Lurker I actually like here because you have all of the City Quarters. Like, Lurker just tends to clog your deck with lots of these non-drawing actions, like Lurker. But that's okay with City Quarter. Like, you have tons and tons of...
Yeah, draw galore. I was trying to decide whether Mick's question was rhetorical or not.
No, it's a good question. Like, how many boards does Courtier completely suck on? And, you know, even some cards you have to, like, factor in their things they add to the board. Like, Devil's Workshop is only one type, but it adds the imps, and that's definitely good.
Oh, right.
Okay, so this is going to be a good turn for us. So it looks like this is the game he comes back. Now he's got his own Lurker. Trash Catacombs for Plaza. Or just pick up the Catacombs. That's also nice.
Alright, I have to go stop my cat from chewing on garbage bags.
Oh, lovely. I don't know why you put those in hand, because you're only going to get more things by playing the other Catacombs too.
But I guess like 16 and 2 buys is the best he's ever going to get. I think 2 more city quarters makes sense here. Baron, you can just get on a sad hand. He had a really great turn coming in. Okay, he gets the Baron, and now it looks like he has another turn. That'll be good. So that is lucky, I guess. It is also nice. Amoffett could use a city quarter now. Look at these hands. You want these 3 coppers? No, take these 3 coppers. These catacombs are skipping a lot. Would that cause a bad reshuffle for him, though? It would. Yeah, you gotta take it. Oh, what? Okay, it's only 2 card reshuffle. What's in the trash? Nothing.
Well, that's a lot of junk in his hand. I mean, it adds up, but...
It's more the fact that he top decked 2 coppers that I'm concerned about. And he's not playing the Lurker. Yeah, so he's getting Lurker City Quarter. But this hand is gonna... Okay, so he drew like 3 of his best cards in addition to those 2 coppers. Well, they're both getting some nice luck here. That's good. Catacombs. No. Yeah, but 3 coppers. Ouch. Yeah, so see, this is... Baron was a little greedy, I think. I think double City Quarter would have been fine. If one of those Barons was a City Quarter... Well, if ideally the first one was.
Now he wants the city quarter.
Yeah, they didn't see it at the beginning. If you see it at the beginning, you open double Lurker, and you just... Even without Catacombs, I don't know. Okay, so... He skips the Lurker Settlers. He needed to find his Baron, I think was the thing. But then that prevents him from lurking. So I don't know. Maybe lurking wasn't that great, actually. Whoa, this is a good hand for him. I think 2 is fine. Ooh, that's nice. Well, it's okay, given that you didn't have anything else. So those city quarters are lost cities. That's not bad. There's other draw. Catacombs. Yeah. It's a less flexible Ironworks that can also gain Catacombs. Maybe it's the main thing. I mean, plazas and catacombs are good early, and city quarters are good late, I think. That's real nice. Yeah, this is a bad top deck. No, it's a good top deck. What am I saying? Yeah, so overall for us, looks like he's ahead. He's got a bit more of the main components of things. This is obviously a good turn for Amoffett. He's got his 2 lurkers in hand, and I think that's a plaza and an inn. Okay, so plaza, discard, just draw back, all that. I don't know why you're playing the inn. Two lurkers for city quarter, probably. Yeah. Now you can like hope to get lucky and draw it, but you could accidentally top deck in the state, and that's like a 2/3 chance. So I think you don't bother playing the settlers. Yeah. So how are piles? 6 lurkers, 6 bazaars, 6 barons, 4 city quarters. It'll be a little while. They only have 2 lurkers each, so that's easy to compute. They each have 2 lurkers and 2 barons. What's wrong with the 3rd lurker, Akuchi?
With ampersand money.
$7.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess that's bad. Lurker is pile control. That's it lets you empty piles is what it does. Third lurker, I can agree, is not that good. So Forrest gets his 3rd baron.
How low do you let this go before you start greening?
I mean, so there's a possibility to use in to do some nice top decking. But this is pretty strong already. Like, you can even get a 4th baron because you can discard and redraw those estates. Like, you're not really limited on barons there. But yeah, like, triple province here is very strong. I don't know. Maybe he just likes single provinces, and then gets like two more city quarters. He has overdraw, but that's when you start with a hand of 5 action cards with city quarter. Like, city quarter has that weird, like, you think you're doing great, and then like you have a sucky turn. Like, because if you start with a really awesome turn, then your turn just like blows up really quickly. Whereas if he only has 3 city quarters, so I think 2 more makes some sense. Yeah, there's the Plaza Settlers thing. They didn't really get plazas except to trash catacombs and get the catacombs back. Okay, so 2 provinces and a city quarter. I think I would aim toward the... Whoa, that's a bad...
Speaking of which, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would have aimed toward 2 city quarters. Like, you'd love that province to be a city quarter. Maybe 3 city quarters because he had the barons, but nah, probably not. Probably want to green a little bit. Yeah, so ins are nice both because you can gain them, and then if you have like all these excess action cards, you can buy one at the end. In to set up a village. I'm not sure what Mick is talking about. I mean, it is a village, just like the Plaza Bazaar and village itself. They haven't touched the bustling village yet. Alright, so Amoffett picks up his 3rd baron here. And now piles are looking quite low. Oh yeah, you can top deck a single village for the next turn. Yes, that is a nice thing about in. He doesn't have any other villages here though. Yeah, buy another inn. Yeah. So I think the reason why we saw them get so many settlers early is because it's real nice for city quarter draw. And
well, it wasn't even really them. Moffett has 4 of them.
Oh, does he? Ah, he does. Yes. Yeah, they tend to stop or wait overdraw. He trashes lurker. Now that's inviting a pile out, but Forrest has a dud, so that's going to probably determine this game. Yeah, again, Lemon Sponley didn't see the lurkers as a thing. I don't know. Now Amoffett gets 2 coppers, which is surely to set up his fountain points with a single other copper. However, yeah.
Yeah, that's a reasonable thing for Forrest to do, but unfortunately he has another dud coming up because all those catacombs. Yeah, I think they're losing their sense of consistency. Yeah, ins would be nice. How many catacombs does Forrest have? I think like 7. He has like a lot. There's one. Ins. Yeah, so he has another city quarter on top. Unfortunately, it's not going to draw all that much, but he will get through the deck, I think. The risk of discarding this is top decking 2 of these cards. No, he has another city quarter there, or catacombs in there, I think. But he wants to play his 3 barons. Okay, so I think counting he has 6. Discard these first. Yeah, he's got another catacombs there. I'm pretty sure. But 2 catacombs on top? So he discarded, and now he draws up. Okay, so now the question is, can he pile? Because he can lurker for 2 more, for trash 2 lurkers. Wait, can he pile though? Okay, he's gaining the inn to top deck it. Now he's just going to play his 3 barons.
And what's he buy?
1 copper. That's for sure. Triple province is not that crazy.
Has Forrest started working on Fountain yet, or is he still?
Yeah, he has 9 if you count 5 plus 4.
Oh, you're right there. Duh.
Yeah. So 1 copper, and then I think just triple. I think that's fine.
Oh, but he's got. Oh, he just did. Okay. I turned my head at the wrong time, and he does something while I'm not looking.
Yeah, I think you want to just triple, because then amoffett has to do a lot next turn. Yeah. Oh, I think surgical attack is what amoffett would need to do. Wait, why would you use the coin? I'm confused about that. Okay, so you got the bizarre catacombs. He draws with that, and he doesn't have anything good to draw. Well, okay, Forrest is going to win one, I'm pretty sure. You start with the inn here. It sees more cards. And then you catacombs. Because you'd love to... Well, I don't like that. That's good. That's more like it. That's totally fine. And I think he's there. Just Baron. Yeah, he's done. That's game. Alright, Forrest wins one. It's 3-1. amoffett.
Alright.
I guess I can just update this. There we go. It is 3-1. Oddly played game. Yeah, they didn't realize that the lurker would be good until it was too late. I mean, not too late. Until they'd already played a lot. Yeah, it was a good
realization to make, but yeah. Akuchi liked the play. I think if they realized the lurker thing, that one of them gets a lurker or two earlier.
It seemed pretty clear from their sudden about face on that.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with lurkers early is if your opponent gets them, it's just like not doing anything. And, I mean, to be fair, Forrest was second to get the lurkers, and he ended up winning the catacomb split because he did more of that scooping of the catacombs than, yeah. Yeah, the inns were the major thing later in the game. Alright, this one. No villages, that is sad indeed. Palace doesn't like platinums. What is there even here?
Yeah, what do you build around? What's central to this?
So I think
Devil's Workshop, you get imps.
no, because you're only going to play a single imp into a single action card.
Sure, but you're only going to play one action card anyway, right?
Yeah, so why do you want more than one imp? Like,
well, I mean, no, I mean, depends on how they're spread out in your deck, maybe.
I think, so amoffett could only afford 3/3 because he opened silver. I think silvers are fine. I think you can get the early horde, and then you can buy islands. That's another thing. That looks like what he's doing.
Yeah, sensible.
You don't like the dismantle mech? Well, yeah. It's not the greatest. It gains golds. That's okay. You're mainly doing it to gain golds. Horde, you're only doing horde to gain golds. Palace helps it, yeah, but meh. Amoffett taxes the horde.
Spawn's notion here of the Feoda.
Feodum. Are you gonna trash it? Wait, Amoffett bought an island over province? I thought that was a clear province. Like, you'd love to just get, I don't know. Island is nice, yes, but he picked up a silver. Wait, oh, Amoffett messed up. Amoffett played a horde and a silver, bought an island, didn't even pay his debt off. He had 9, yeah. Yeah, that's a misclick, I think. He just did the autoplay and then didn't pay off his tax. And now he gets his mantle? What? Okay, this is province if he didn't have this debt. Why is he getting debt from dismantle? Just get gold. Oh, he gets islands. Oh yeah, the dismantle. Go hang out on the island now. We don't really want you. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense to me. You can dismantle island. That's okay. Given that you got it to get golds, then you can get a silver and a gold out of it. And that's lots of palace points.
You think that's how deep he's thinking?
I think that's exactly what he's going to do there. Yep. Silver gold for palace points. Second horde. Yeah. I mean, they're playing money, which means they're playing fast. The envoy is a nice draw card. Very nice draw card. It will skip your gold or your platinum or whatever. Who got a platinum? Must have been Forrest. I've been watching amoffett closely.
That was when you were saying he should buy a province.
No. I was saying amoffett should buy a province. This looks like a nice turn for Forrest, except it's only 10. Sad. Yeah, province is best. And amoffett will follow with province. He should. I think he's had his fun with islands. Yeah. So the annoying thing about playing quick on this board... Oh, this is amoffett's board, right? So didn't he do the Kipachu gym master?
Oh. Well, let's see.
This is similar with Palace. Like,
And that was...
the idea with Kipachu is you wanted to make people play quickly. And so he would do that by... So then you can't, like, count up how many silvers do I have, how many golds do I have, all that. I think he's got to assume he's got more golds than silvers at this point. He's been gaining them with Horde all the time. So, anyway. Colony. The Platinum doesn't help him with the Palace. So, therefore, it's not even worth it. No, it's... Okay, so... Forest is using Dismantle to gain Duchy. Not inspired. So the problem, I guess, here is that you're not gonna be able to gain silvers quickly enough to justify all these golds you have in your deck, or to balance out the palace points, meaning. But I think that's okay. I think I don't play this Dismantle, I just buy Province. I could be wrong about that. But it's 4 provinces left, and he's got a better deck. Except for that Envoy. That Envoy is nice. Of course, it's going to miss the shuffle. Yeah. So Forrest has a choice here. He could just Province, keep the Envoy and all these gold. But he plays it, and it gets him 2 money. Which will let him Colony if he wants. And he does, yeah. So Amoffett gets silver. That's correct, yeah, because the silver's worth 3, which is just as much. And this is kind of sad. He takes platinum. I don't agree with it. I don't like the platinum.
What would you have done?
I probably would have just gotten silver.
Yeah.
For the extra points. Like there, he just got silver for 7. And you're not buying province because you're behind. So, it's not GG. I don't know why you're saying GG, Amoffett.
Playing the long game, Matt. 2 provinces left.
Well, okay, now it's GG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did Forrest do besides get an Envoy? Early Dismantle? He didn't even get that many points from the other game, the Palace.
Yeah. He didn't screw around with islands as much.
Oh, Amoffett trashed a copper, and that hurt him on Palace points. Interesting. When you play that fast, you have to say GG 3 turns early, unless they don't notice. Alright, so it's now 3-2. So I forget what this looks like in their standings.
Let's see.
I think they're C4. So they are competing to not demote. This is exciting. Whoever wins this game will not demote. Yes, that is correct. If it's a tie, Forrest doesn't demote. If it's Amoffett's win, then yeah, this is it.
For all the marbles.
C versus D, whether you stay or not.
And did you say what happens in a tie?
Oh, an actual tie. I meant a tie overall. Like 3-3, Forrest would not demote. I mean, I suppose Akuchi and Warfret still have to play. That could affect things, especially if Warfret like 6-0s Akuchi, and then they could like both demote in this case. But a tie in this game would mean we go to tiebreakers, and in the tiebreakers, I think we don't go to tiebreakers. Amoffett would not demote, so a tie goes to Ammo. If we're curious. Okay, anyway, we got playing on Magpie. That's always a nice start. Playing on a $4 you want a lot of. I mean, the problem is your Magpies aren't going to multiply that much early.
But they'll draw, and that's good enough. So they both open plan Magpie, trash the estate. That's fine. And trash another estate here. So then you're really hoping your Magpies hit Magpies. Rather than estates.
Why are they Magpies?
Magpies? Magpie. Magpie, yes, Magpie. Alright. Dwarf? You don't really have the... Yeah, okay, magpie.
It's Greek, you know. Magpie.
Well, he drew his deck of 7 coppers. Without ever multiplying a magpie. So I kind of want my terminal to be Wharf. And I kind of want... yeah. Like, the other option here would be Catapult. But I think I'm okay. Oh, hey, the magpie multiplied. I don't agree on the gold. You get the gold now, or you get a second Wharf.
So what do you think? Can you ignore familiar?
I mean, not get potion until your opponent does. Like, the plan can be a nice familiar defense. If you put it on things you want to buy. But
what comes up after magpie when
you buy guides. You buy guides.
Guides, okay.
Double trashing magpie. I don't really like that. I would like to Wharf there. And yeah, your defense can just be to put a plan on a guide, and you have the multiple buys from your Wharves. I think, yeah, Wharf and guide is reasonable. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess it's not that unfortunate. So Wharf and guide, yeah, sure. Like, if he's going to be playing multiple familiars on you, it's a concern. But you can just buy multiple guides. So...
How many Wharves are reasonable here?
2. 1 per turn, because you just play out those magpies for fun.
So they're done with Wharves.
They're done with Wharves, yeah. You think familiar and catapult, Akuchi? But you don't have terminal space for the catapult. Definitely not get catapult. Yeah, I'm with Mick on this. Gold Pearl Diver seems okay. You obviously wish you had more. You could put plan on Pearl Diver. That's another thing you can do.
True.
I would probably guide this as Forest, but maybe not. Yeah, they need more payload. They each have 2 golds. Because you can build up bigger than single. Yeah, you just get a gold here, and you could still pivot to familiar. I don't see why a Pearl Diver is better than planning and trashing one of those coppers. Oh, I guess he wants to get to exactly double province. So he didn't guide it, and he's fine. Alright, so he's at 11. That's concerning, because ammo can double province soon. No, both were 3-4. Gold Guide Pearl Diver is getting him to 14. Still a whole nother turn before. Oh yeah, the orchard points. That's why they're getting Pearl Divers, of course. So, magpies are split 6-4, but ammo has the early greening option.
So at the risk of repeating something you went over earlier, is if a tie goes to ammo, that's overall, so this is already decided, or does it still depend?
No. So if they tie this game, literally tie this game, then 4 estimates. But if
how about if they tie the match?
Then amoffett demotes.
I see. Okay, and it won't matter what Akuchi and Warfrat do, right?
Oh, it will matter, but just assuming nothing too crazy there.
Okay.
So if Warfret was able to sweep Akuchi, then Warfret would survive, and both Forest and Amoffett would demote, I think. No, actually, Chris's me would demote if Amoffett wins here. So Amoffett winning here would guarantee he survives. So, okay, Forest is caught up on points, but of course went first, so that's not good. He again has the magpie split. When you don't talk about a word much, you know.
It's not something that comes up in conversation, right? Maybe for the Australians it might come up. They have militant magpies in Australia.
Third wharf, you think, Akuchi? Yeah, it's orchard points. And then you also guarantee you draw to the wharf. I mean, make it more likely you actually get to your wharf.
Actually, the one that really shocked me the other day is I looked up artificer, and it turns out that the only proper pronunciation is artificer.
That surprises me.
Yeah, speaking of words that you never ever use in real life.
I'm just going to play something from YouTube. Let's see what we hear.
Artificer. Artificer.
Ah, you're right. Yeah.
Artificer.
And I bet you Donald knows this perfectly well and is sitting here laughing at us all while we pronounce it.
Well, I don't think he's paying that much attention to us.
No.
He doesn't. I don't think he listens in the stream chat.
But does he? Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose that's probably true. Yeah, Lemon Spawn. I think we all say it artificer, but apparently we're all wrong.
Artificer. Artificer.
That's going to take some mental rewiring.
Yeah.
I always feel this instinct to go and like click the grant button when I'm spectating, and so.
Oh, I have the opposite instinct. I like to click the deny button
and see what happens.
Okay, so Forest is drawing well. What did Emma get in addition on that last turn? A duchy? Worse than Wharf. Yeah, it's just definitely worse than Wharf. He doesn't see the Wharf, I guess. I don't know how much to attribute to like people not seeing things when they're playing fast. So Forest finally is able to get to double province. But if ammo double province is here, okay, that's seeming less likely now that I see. Top deck's the Wharf. Okay, that's nice. But he's not going to double. He's going to single and pick up more Pearl Divers, I guess. I don't know. The Pearl Divers are not really doing anything here. So Forest does. Sometimes. He missed a gold. He had a gold at the bottom. But this is Province Wharf, I'm pretty sure. He can count on Amoffett not doubling. I think.
Province and drumroll.
Does he see the Wharf? Does he just keep his mind focused on the Pearl Divers and Guides? Yeah, he sees it. Alright. So he's got the point lead. Amoffett can... Oh, that's a nice starting hand. Kind of? I don't know. It's not really that nice.
Not explosive, but it'll do.
Is this 16? 13. So for him, it's Province Wharf, right? And then...
Presumably he's caught on now.
Yeah, so 9 points ahead. And, ooh, I think I discarded this as forest and hope to draw them. Yeah, it's a difficult decision with do you guide here or not.
Yeah, I have no idea what you would base that decision on. And he does it.
He guides around to find
Yeah.
some magpies. I mean, he's got 6, and he's seen a bunch of them. You're picking your best hand here, is what you're doing. You're trying to pick which of these is best.
Yeah, there's some potential here.
Okay, top deck gold. That hits 13? Is that 13? That's 13. Oh, that's more than 13. 16.
You did it.
Province, Duchy, Estate. Yeah, that does it. Hero, Pearl Divers. Yeah.
All right, tie ball game.
And Forest. Forest. Congrats to Forest for fighting back from down 3-0 to the 3-3. I'll go ahead and update that. 3-3.
That was a good match.
Yeah. Staying in C probably. Yes, that seems like the appropriate. Congratulations. I forget how his head-to-head with Chris's me went. Looks like they were 3-3, so it'll go down to that next tiebreaker, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I guess once they report, it'll come out. If his tiebreaker goes over Chris's me, then he will definitely. It's, yeah.
And people just play quickly, and that's their mode.
Yeah. You see that a lot in like C and D. I don't know about E. You're more experienced in E.
Oh yeah, no, it's people are pretty average or slow.
In E?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not yeah. So I guess there's like this sweet spots where people know the cards and they're like, yeah, let's go for it. And then once you get to the highest levels, people are like, I really want to, win this game and eke out every little margin.
They just see things. They don't have to think about, oh God, which order should I put these cards in? They just kind of know it.
All right. Well, that was a fun little match to record, and I'll probably be sharing this at least with Amoffett and Forest, maybe a little bit further. Thanks for watching, and thanks for commenting along, Volfied. Volfied?
Volfied.
Volfied, right. Okay, so it's Magpie and Volfied.
And Artificer.
Artificer. All right, now we know. All right,
have a good night.
Thanks for watching.